The Royal Commission into the Black Saturday bushfires was set up to investigate Australia's worst bushfire disaster, which claimed 173 lives in February last year. Tomorrow it'll hand down its much-anticipated report, and the commissioners are likely to recommend a substantial overhaul of bushfire policy. Jane Cowan reports.
Call it a firestorm or a megafire. For those swept up in Black Saturday, it sometimes felt like a black hole.
I've got people up there that are dead and dying literally on the side of the road. I said, I can't, it's a horrendous scene. I said, will you come and help me? And the chap on the officer on the roadblock said to me, I can't do it, I'm under orders.
Applying the forensic to the impossibly emotional, the Royal Commission unearthed a shocking array of failures. The worst among them, the failure to properly warn communities as fire bore down.
I heard the beep, beep, beep of the 10 o'clock news, and the message was something that Kinglake's under ember or under fire attack, and I just remember thinking, well, that's a little bit too late.
At the highest levels of emergency management, the Commission's lawyers have said leadership was missing in the hour of crisis.
It's, as we say, as if the senior fire personnel were powerless, behind the glass, unable or unwilling to influence or attempt to influence the tragedy that was unfolding.
Whole towns were wiped out, and whole families.
We thought that maybe the kids were in the car and not with their mum and daddy, and we couldn't live with that.
Those at the helm struggled to explain it. At the heart of the Commission's investigations has been the stay or go policy, which has formed the bedrock of advice to bushfire-prone communities across Australia.
173 people are dead who presumably intended to look after themselves. This policy has plainly failed.
The policy told you not to use the road. This gives you advice what to do if you are on the road. How is someone supposed to understand this?
My understanding is that the CFA and the DSE have already started a process of reviewing the language in those messages.
The Commission's lawyers want the policy scrapped and replaced with a combination of voluntary evacuations and refuges.
Whatever the Commissioners recommend, though, the Victorian Premier, John Brumby, has announced a plan to consult the community before committing to anything, a move that's provoked dismay and suspicion.
To say that it needs more public consultation, I think, is just really a ploy to say, well, we made this decision because the community said so. Now, I think that's hiding behind the community screen, I think.
The Premier's off on a sham consultation process. The mood's turned angry. Very, very angry.
You take, for example, the volunteers of a CFA. You know, we have an arrangement with the volunteers of a CFA that we consult with them about decisions which affect them. Now, that necessarily means that we have to consult.
I think 18 months of evidence and we've had the debate, John. Let's do some action. Let's make some decisions, please.
We need radical change, but I doubt anybody's got the testicles to do that.
Two of those at the helm on Black Saturday, the then police and fire chiefs, are already out of the picture, each having quit. The Brumby government can't be blamed for the firestorm or for policies established before its time. But with a state election in November, it can be judged on what's done now to prevent another black day. Jane Cowan, Lateline.